at the Lighthouse Theater. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. It's the incomparable Roy Jones Jr. RJJ is 5 foot 11 inches tall with a reach of 74 inches. It's the Miracle Man, Daniel Jacobs, 183 centimeters tall, weighed in at 73 kgs with a reach of 187 centimeters.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up.
It's Roy. Here comes the Miracle Man himself, Daniel Jacobs.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
Good luck.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. He missed with that jab. And he fails to score with that left hook. Both men step back for just a moment. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people that are here in this place, they will spot it.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Nice counter shot with the right hand. When are we going to see a jab from these very close round with 10 seconds to go? Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. He's fine. Don't let him get pumping. This thing is stressing about his death tank now. He's whacked.
And there's the bell to start round two. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Catch and shoot. Defense is not an option for these two. Good right hand. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch. Counter-puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sports.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Good punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Look across at him. Look at him now. Fight. It's so important now in this first minute of this next round. Get on top of him.
On to the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Beautiful counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice punch.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Good counter right hand again. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Good counter punch. These two were made for each other. He misses with that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Left counter scores. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter shot. Good counter left hand there. Another
Solid
scoring
punch.
shot there. They exchange punches. Oh, he got clipped. He got clipped, and this may be it. Not what he expected. And down goes Jones Jr.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's the bell for round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He just misses with that jab. Nice job landing that left counter punch. And he misses with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good counter punching. Counter right. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great round. Now, relax. Now, go into the load. And every time you see him, take a big, deep breath. Bang him out. He's ready to go. He's up.
Let's start the 6th. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Beautiful counter punch. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you got to think him. You just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Good counterpunching for both these athletes. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good left counter that lands. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice exchange here from both men. Punch, counter punch. someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come.
And there's the bell for round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You can't score with that uppercut. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He got out of the way of that right hook. Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. Good counter punching from both these fighters. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Perfect counter lands. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Round 8, and we're off again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That one lands. Lands with the right counter. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men. He blocks that jab. Neither man really defending themselves. Left punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. You get to up here. Great round. Now relax. Now don't wait to load.
And we enter the ninth. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That left counter punch will score. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Couldn't land that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. And he just missed with that left jab. Great counter right hand there. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And here comes the 10th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Blocks that jab. Nice counter. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Those punches add up. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? And wait a minute, a left hand lands. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around? Nice slip to avoid the jab. You'd like to see more jabs. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice job landing with that right hand counter. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Just missed with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. He parries away that left hook. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Tried to score with a jab. Why aren't they defending? Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over. I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And a counter left. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. Total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.